What's up, guys? And welcome to Discussions with Yiangie. I'm John.
And I'm Angie. And today we are back with episode number 14.
You already know it is the holiday season. So last episode we talked about birthday months.
Yeah.
And how good our birthday month has been so far.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be. So this episode, we're going into Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, guys. So it's the holiday, and we were gonna discuss with you guys what's our favorite thing about each holiday, and a few questions that you guys had. So we're gonna discuss about it right now with you all. So do you want to begin?
Sure. So my favorite thing about each holiday,
Go one by one, though.
one by one. Okay, so I'll start with Halloween. First of all, I absolutely love Halloween. I love everything about it, from dressing up to the makeup looks to horror movies, Halloween movies. I absolutely love it. When I was a kid, loved trick-or-treating. Now love taking Gabriella to trick-or-treat. I just love everything spooky, like
Movies.
anything. Yeah. So I mean, I'm a person who loves skulls like any day of the week, even if it's not Halloween. But that just shows you guys how much I love Halloween.
And last year we started out with your makeup page, remember?
Yes, last year I did a few of my makeup looks on my MUA page.
And now we have a surprise for the people in this podcast. Angie has started her
Special effects makeup. So I did one this year, actually.
Collaborating with your other page.
Yeah, so I did one on my makeup artist page. So if you guys don't follow me on my makeup artist page, it's Angie_MUA. So go check that out. I did one look with somewhat of a special effects vibe to it. So I collaborated with my special effects look. But soon...
To get the sneak peek.
Yes, to get a sneak peek. But soon we're going to start with that full force.
Woo!
And I am so excited. Special effects makeup has been something that I've always wanted to do. You know, make all those gory, creepy looks that you see in movies. That's always been one of my dreams to do.
Guys, comment down below which looks you want her to do. And go follow those pages, the MUA and SFX.
Yes, I will leave the links down in the description of the podcast.
So, with that being said, what about Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving, I love, the
food.
Yeah, to be honest, yes, I love the food. I love food. I'm a foodie. So, the food, turkey... I've cooked turkey twice so far, or 3 times.
3. Once with my mom, your mother-in-law, and then twice alone.
No, but I meant alone. Because with your mom, I she was here doing it. I was just helping her.
Oh, you didn't do anything?
Not really. I was just watching her.
Oh, okay, so twice.
Yeah, so I've done turkey myself twice, which I'm actually quite proud of. I never thought I would be able to successfully cook a turkey without having it burn. But both times tasted absolutely amazing.
Guys, Angie's food is so amazing that it just blows anybody. Like I tell people in the family, and they're like, in your family, right? Because your family mostly is like, Angie cook?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't believe me. It's like, it's like I have another Andrew or something.
Yeah, it's like a completely different one.
Okay.
Because before I would honestly be terrified to cook and burn the place down.
Yeah.
I would only cook in the oven, so that's when they're like, what? But yeah, no.
That's crazy though. The way you've adapted and evolved and stuff.
Yeah, I like the food obviously for Thanksgiving, and I love the family vibe.
Gatherings.
Yeah. And the smell of Thanksgiving, smelling the turkey, smelling pumpkin pie, which I also love pumpkin pie. Yeah, that's about it. Just spending time with the family. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I love about Thanksgiving. Christmas, I like pretty much the same thing. I like the family vibe. I love giving gifts. Obviously I love receiving them as well, but giving them is just so much more satisfying, you know?
Yeah.
So I love the smells of Christmas, the pine, the decorating. I love decorating for Christmas, building the tree, all that stuff I absolutely love. The the sweaters, the PJs. Absolutely love all of that for Christmas. Yeah, the tamales, which my family had like every Christmas.
Yeah.
That is something that I like for Christmas and New Year. I mean,
The vibes.
I was gonna say the vibes, the making of New Year's resolutions.
Into them and just evolving, seeing how from last year you did.
To the next year. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for that. What about you?
So for me, I feel like Halloween is just when I was a kid, didn't really matter to me as much as you might not have believed it or not. But like, I grew like I had like here and there's Halloweens, but I never like dressed up too much. Like now.
Yeah.
Now it's like Halloween. Like it's probably the opposite for me now.
Yeah.
So
Do you think that's because you and I have gotten together, or was it before we got together?
I think it was just a little bit before you because I had to, for every event or party that I went to,
Yeah.
I had to like dress up in something.
Yeah.
So it made me have to. But
Yeah.
before that, I was at home or just chilling with friends or, like it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
So yeah. I feel like the spooky season were scaring family and stuff like that too sometimes. The makeup looks that we do.
Yeah.
Also, I look forward to those. So, yeah, guys. I'm making the pumpkin with Gorilla, the pumpkin patch, and all that stuff that we do.
Yeah, like the activities.
Yeah, those activities
Yeah.
are my favorites in Halloween. Thanksgiving, I love turkey. I love turkey.
I love turkey.
I love turkey. I'm not too much of the pumpkin spice kind of person. I'm not that pumpkin.
Oh, that's something I forgot to say for mine is the pumpkin spice from Starbucks.
Oh, I don't look forward to those videos and like those things, even though we don't do them. I just know
We did them once.
Yeah. They're not my kind of cup of tea or coffee, if you say. No pun intended, but like
Yeah, so guys, that's I think that's one of the reasons why you don't see us doing like those trying Halloween or like fall stuff, because it's mostly pumpkin, and Yan is not a fan of pumpkin.
And I don't want to waste any, like, why are we gonna waste money when...
Yeah, I'm not too big of a coffee drinker, even though for some reason this year I've like turned into one for whatever reason.
So by next year, you're probably gonna do the video without me or with me, like.
Yeah, but it would be like a waste if like.
You could always do it on your channel. You never shout your channel out on our podcast.
No, I know. I maybe guys, let me know. If next year you'd like me to do these like trying like fall
pumpkin
stuff like during Halloween season or during like that spooky season, let me know. I'll do that on my channel like myself.
If I don't join along.
Yeah, well you can like
I'll do the caramel stuff. I'll do caramel, hot chocolate, all the other things that I like.
Yeah. You tried the caramel apple.
I tried the
one, remember?
Yeah.
You like that one?
Yeah, I like that one.
So I can do it on my channel. Yan is like more than welcome to join, obviously. So let me know. My YouTube channel is Yiangie Esparza. I will leave the link down below so you guys can check that out.
Go get her monetized now. Subscribe. She is close. She is really close.
I'm very close.
So having both channels monetized is gonna be on another level. That's why technically you kind of don't play with yours, because yours is for like fun. Yeah. Somewhat, but yours is, some people have just like, you don't even promote it, and
yeah, like I probably just post like one story on Instagram. That's about it. But yeah,
guys. So make sure you guys go and hit up her, and that you guys are hearing this on the audio version and on the YouTube version. So guys, everybody go show her love and subscribe to her channel. It's gonna be down. The link is gonna be down below, right?
Yes, in the description. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see that video on my channel.
And by New Year's, oh my God, New Year's we've done.
You forgot. You skipped Christmas.
Christmas. Oh yeah, Christmas. Yeah. Of course, Christmas. No, of course. I feel like Christmas is like the vibes with like the family, the big tree,
the hot chocolate,
the
coziness. Oh.
my mom's thing, like like the food, kind of like the special things that remind me of Peru and stuff like that.
Like what, like the hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Delicious.
So this year is gonna be a little bit different. I don't wanna say what we're gonna do because people in our family are gonna be watching. So let's surprise, and you guys will be also surprised. So
But stay tuned.
but stay tuned. I would say that Christmas is probably my favorite. I love Christmas. I just don't like the snow.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's going to change once we move. And something that I actually also forgot to mention for my Christmas is the Christmas movies. I love like watching Christmas movies. Home Alone, The Nightmare Before Christmas, which technically Halloween movie, but also Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Christmas with the Cranks, Battle of the Bulbs.
You name it. Anything.
You name it.
And guys, another thing that I don't like is that when people go from from Halloween to Christmas, they go from the October 31st to November 1st.
Yeah.
We're still celebrating, and we don't celebrate Christmas until December 6th, after December 6th now.
Yeah, but I feel like it's like that because our birthdays are in November and Gabriella's birthday is like December 6th.
That's why.
Yeah.
But I see so many people like on Instagram and TikTok like.
Yeah,
boom,
but that's
boom.
why, because they don't have like, anything in between. Even though the US people in the US have Thanksgiving, but like technically like Thanksgiving doesn't have like the decorations, and
Yeah.
I guess Christmas decorations are appropriate
Yeah.
at around that time.
No, I'm just saying what I don't like
Yeah.
about it. Like, yeah. So, but I understand.
Yeah.
You do you, boo. And then New Year's is just, we've done pretty much a lot of things in New Year's. We've gone to Niagara Falls. We went to Ottawa.
I probably have to say my favorite New Year's that we've had together is when we went to Niagara Falls.
Not Ottawa?
I liked Ottawa. Ottawa's probably my second, but I really like going to Niagara Falls because we went to all those places that I wanted to go since like the last times that I went to Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Like the Wax Museum, the
Yeah.
Ripley's. Like those were places that I wanted to go but couldn't because either we had our dog and she's like not a service dog.
Yeah.
So we couldn't go into them, or I was
sure.
too small.
Yeah. And guys, if you haven't seen those, follow us on Instagram. The links are in the description right down below.
Yes.
And
And
guys,
we also have videos of New Year's.
on YouTube, on our
Yeah.
main YouTube couple channel.
Yeah.
Guys, if you guys are listening to our podcast on the Audible, we want to thank you for the support. Make sure you give us a rate and comment down below what you guys want to hear, what you guys think about all that we are discussing with you guys. What is your favorite holiday, and what do you guys think about all these holidays that we are talking about? And if you're in the Canada or in the States or anywhere in the world.
Yes, and let us know what your favorite thing for each holiday is as well. So next, do you think it's okay for adults to dress up? Assuming it's for This is for Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. I think it's fine. Like,
I think so too. I feel like
we do it all the time.
yeah, but I feel like adults like they're not really doing it as much unless they have a kid,
Yeah.
or if they're going to Halloween parties
Parties.
and they're doing like the sexy look.
Or they're trying to do like content or something.
Yeah, but I feel like it's completely fine if you want to dress up
Yeah.
for Halloween.
Either sexy, funny, and cute.
Yeah.
So you do. We also want to shout out, and our sponsor of the video is going to be Music in You.
Yes, Music in You, guys, is our merch, volume 2. So if you guys haven't checked that out, we'll leave the description as well down below. Or you can head over to our main couple YouTube channel and go to I believe there is a store tab, right?
Yeah. So you can go there and check it out.
Okay, next question. Do you think it's okay for kids to eat a lot of candy?
Depends. If you abuse it, what do you think?
Yeah, I feel like yes and no. I mean, to each their own, right? Each family has their own way of, letting their kids do things or raising their kids, right?
Yeah.
I think if you're okay with it, then sure. Gabriella, she still has Halloween candy, and it's November. Like, we're almost halfway through November. And I mean, she's okay with eating candy. She's okay with not eating candy.
But when she does,
When she does, she eats a lot of it.
Yeah.
But we always make sure we brush our teeth afterwards.
And we tell her, okay, it's enough.
Yeah.
And she listens.
But yeah, I think to each their own. Like, each person does whatever they want. I know myself, when I was a kid, I would have my Halloween candy for like a year. Like, I wouldn't really eat it.
No?
No.
What would you just do? Just like we went out and then just...
Yeah, I would just go out. I would collect all the candy. And then I would come home. I would eat a few, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I would put it in like a bag. I wasn't really much of a candy person back then. No.
Not as much as now?
Not as much as now. Oh my god.
Oh my god, when Gabriela has candy, it's just like peligro.
What do you think?
I'm pretty sure you nailed it with what you said. I agree with everything. Next one is, what are you most thankful for this year? I want to go and say that I'm more thankful for this year for our health. Obviously, every single day, every single moment that we wake up and we're breathing and we're all together. Another thing that we're thankful for is the support that you guys have given us on our podcast, on our main channels, on our every Instagram, like everything that we do. You guys are always there and always supporting, sharing, growing with us. So we want to thank you guys, and that's one of the things that I'm most thankful for. What about you?
I think you literally took everything that I was gonna say out of my mouth and you said it. The support from you guys, our health, being able to wake up. I'm also thankful for the fact that I did not need knee surgery, because that would have had me out for like
6 months at least.
At least. I don't think we would be here recording this right now.
Yeah.
if I had to have the surgery. So thankful for that as well. But that kind of ties in with health.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And I also want to say that like the opportunities that we've had to like work with the brands that we've had, the collaborations and networks that we have, just by being us and recording, and we're just working towards what we are accomplishing. And we're not even probably 35%, because like first we have States, right? So
yeah.
That's our main big one.
Yeah, I would probably say that's our main goal.
So
that we're working
and I want to be thankful for that. For like you, if it wasn't for you guys, and if it wasn't for God and how everything's going on, we would not be able to do it, you know?
Yeah. So, do you celebrate Thanksgiving as much as the other holidays?
I think we do. I saw that one of the questions on the subscribers. I forget who it was, sorry. But
shout out to you for the question.
Yeah. So I think, yes. It's like, you know what I mean? I mean, not I know we do, because we put a lot of, we are very family oriented, and we always celebrate everything practically.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not as much as like we don't decorate like so much like we do for Halloween or for Christmas, but we still get together with the whole family. We decorate with like pumpkins and like fall stuff that's not like Halloween stuff. And we still like, you know, spend time with family, which is what Thanksgiving is all about,
it's
right?
It's more what it's all about, but it's also, we don't put more than than Halloween or Christmas, because Christmas, we're technically doing our Christmas stuff and decorating before we celebrate with the family.
Yeah.
And then on Halloween, we're doing our makeup looks, and we're doing skits, and we're doing like different looks and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. We got Gabriela because she's enjoying the camera and everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like Thanksgiving is more important to do with the family. But unfortunately, our families are really shy with the camera, right?
Yeah.
So it's like we give them the respect that they give us when we work. Because they know, shout outs to my parents and shout outs to my suegra too. They don't like... They know that we work really hard, so they don't like disturb, or they respect our time with you guys and like working and stuff like that, because it is work to do a podcast and to do videos and to do ideas and to do edits and stuff like that, and everything else that we come up with and that we work to. Yeah.
So that's why around Thanksgiving, I mean, I think there was one Thanksgiving that we were on our own.
Two, because the first one we recorded one vlog, and then one was on our YouTube and the other one was on our Patreon.
Yeah, but that other one we didn't record as much because we still had like your brother came over, your mom was here.
No, my mom wasn't here.
Oh, but your brother came over.
Yeah.
So that's why we didn't record as much. But the second time we were completely alone. We decorated, you know?
True.
So, like, that's why one of the videos was on YouTube.
And the other one was on Patreon.
Yeah.
We
Because
should have put it on YouTube. I don't know why, but Patreon, yeah, we could have, but like,
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, this year we didn't because we went over to your dad's house.
yeah, your grandma came.
My grandma came, but we didn't record out of, first of all, privacy because it's not our place.
And then second, we still have a lot of videos that we had to edit, so we're not gonna lie about that.
Yeah.
We don't want to
Overdo it with
do
content.
it with you guys.
Yeah, that's gonna overwhelm us as well, and then it's gonna be a lot way behind for you guys.
Yeah. By the time we would have recorded, it would have been my birthday, so we just like let it go and do it like that. But
Yeah.
we do plan on organizing ourselves once we hit the States and putting more emphasis to giving more, because I feel like it's just gonna be, as family, it's just gonna be us.
Yeah.
Maybe the people that can travel, like my dad, my mom, and your grandma.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna have like people around us anymore.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a lot of friends. We do have like friends, but it's not the same, like, you know.
Yeah, and most of the friends that we have over there also do content.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not going to be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't record because they're going to be shy, right?
Yes, everybody does it.
Yeah, so that is about it. And do you think Christmas is the same without snow?
Do you think so?
I think it depends on where you are and who you're with.
Yeah.
Because I've only, like, most of my Christmases have been with snow here in Canada. But I had...
The way she said it, guys, if you guys are listening to the podcast on Apple or Spotify or Amazon, wherever it is, the face that she did, snow, that magical word.
Yeah. No, but what I was going to say is I've only really had like 2 Christmases out of my 26 years that were no snow. But I was in Guatemala, so it was like they go all out for Christmas.
Yeah.
Like they would buy like the pine needles, like, from evergreen trees.
Yeah.
And they would literally like put it on the floor in the house. So like the whole house smelled like an evergreen tree. Oof. So it smelled really nice. Like you still get that whole vibe even if there's no snow. And it was nice and warm. So I think I might like it better without snow, but I might miss it once we move.
Yeah.
To be honest. But I feel like as long as you're still celebrating it, it doesn't matter if you have snow or no snow.
Yeah, I guess so. But I feel like I'd rather have no snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had snow. I've had Christmases in Peru, and I've had Christmases in Florida. And that's where we're gonna move to.
Yeah.
If God wants to. And everything goes good, which I know everything's gonna go good. So guys, we're gonna be there, and it's going to be with no snow, no cleaning. She's just worried about the hurricanes and stuff.
That's all I'm really worried about. But yeah, I feel like Christmas with no snow and no cold is best. But I still feel like sometimes a little snow is okay. Like maybe if we come back to Canada to visit, then that's different than like
living here,
having to clean all that snow in the driveway,
or getting out of the house, out of the
gosh, like with the snowstorm going out.
Oh my god,
no thank you.
Even though a lot of people shouted you out for those boots, remember those boots that I got you?
Yeah, Yan got me guys really nice like UGG style boots.
Yeah.
Did I ever show them off in a video?
I think so, but
I may have, but either way, like they were really nice.
That was so last year.
But yeah, like they were. I got a lot of compliments on those boots.
You guys did amazing jobs, guys. Keep on sending us questions. Keep on sending us what you guys want to see, what you guys think about everything that we discussed. It's welcome. All right, guys.
Okay, so now we are on to our last segment of this episode, which is the Am I the A-hole? Whew, are you ready?
These ones just like, if you guys, because I hear you guys, you're like, John doesn't do anything. It's because I'm listening and I'm mind blowing to like the responses and like the actions and the feeling towards like what's it called? Animosity
Yeah.
to this madness of like, what am I listening to? Like,
Yeah,
it's
and
just
some of these MIB a-holes are like really like extreme as to like WTF,
Yeah.
what the F are these people thinking?
yeah, and we know that a lot of you love these, so we keep them going on discussions with Yiangie.
Yes.
Guys, if you guys really want to hear me talk on like podcasts, like on like segments like this, you just have to check us on Facebook or YouTube at Lights Camera Russ.
Yes.
And Crime to the Core. We both read. We both.
We both talk about the cases.
Yeah. So at least I'm starting to, because we started with you only,
Yeah,
and then I
and
just
we're transitioning
so
to, yeah.
I'm giving you a little bit more of me now
Yeah.
too. But go ahead,
Are
babe.
you ready?
Yeah.
So this one says, am I the a-hole for telling my ex-husband that our kids are justified in feeling like they don't have a father? So this is a little bit of a heavy topic.
Oh my god.
So the person writing this is a female. She says, I'm 33 and have two kids, 12 and 8. I divorced their dad when I discovered he was cheating on me with a mom from our younger son's school group. Despite that betrayal, I agreed to shared custody because I wanted my kids to grow up with their father in their lives. However, since the divorce, he's only been around when he's picking them up for visits. He often goes out with his stepchildren, but rarely includes our kids, claiming those outings are spur of the moment and can't always include them. Eventually, I stopped pushing, but I've always thought it was unfair that he keeps his distance from our children's lives. Recently, I decided to upgrade my older son's computer, and he asked if he could give his old one to his cousin, my brother's son. My brother has been a huge support for my kids. He's always available to take them to their school events when I can't, and often takes them out to the park or for trips when I'm busy. My ex, on the other hand, is rarely available for them. Anytime I ask him to help with an activity, he has an excuse. He's out of town or swamped with work. Ironically, though, whenever his stepkids need something, he's there. Once he even argued with the stepkid's father at a school event, insisting he had the right to be there. What do you think so far? Crazy?
Yes.
When my ex found out I gave the computer to my nephew, he got upset. He complained that if I had money to spare on a gift like that, I should have forgiven 2 months of child support he'd missed, since his finances were tight with a new baby. He added that if I could give away a computer, I should have gifted it to either his kids or his stepkids. That's crazy. Who shared just one computer among the 3 of them. I told him my finances were none of his business and that I owed nothing to his stepchildren. Then his wife jumped into the conversation, accusing me of spoiling my son by giving him a new computer and of being petty for letting my son bring it to their house, claiming it was just to show off in front of his step-siblings. I told her she had no right to speak to me that way or question my decisions. I added that I allow my kids to see their father so they can grow up with him in their lives, not so she can interfere with how I parent. My ex was offended, but I told him this whole situation could have been avoided if his wife hadn't inserted herself where she doesn't belong. After that, things seemed to calm down until last week. I went to pick up the kids and my ex was visibly upset. He explained that he'd tried reading a bedtime story to our youngest. At home, he still likes to be read to before bed, usually by me, his brother, or my brother. And when none of us are around, he listens to audiobooks. Apparently, my ex wanted to make an effort to connect, so he offered to read to him. But our son turned him down, saying he didn't need him for that because he could do it himself. My ex stayed to listen as he searched for a story for 8-year-olds without a dad on his tablet, and it hit him hard.
Wow.
The next day, my ex offered to take our older son to basketball practice, but he replied that he'd be going with his dad. He quickly corrected himself and said uncle. That made my ex even angrier, and when I came to pick up the kids, he confronted me about it. I told him that if our kids feel like they don't have a father, he has only himself to blame. He tried to shift the blame on me, saying I was the one pushing him away from his role. I told him it's up to him to show up for his kids, not something I can do for him. I reminded him he was the one who broke our family, and he's chosen to be more involved with his stepkids than with his own children. I told him not to kid himself. The kids are growing up, and they're starting to see the reality of who he is as a father. If he keeps this up, he can't expect much from them in the future. After that exchange, his mom called me. While she's always been polite to me, I felt the need to say that I would have appreciated this same concern from her when she supported her son's affair, knowing her grandchildren were losing their father in the process. She hung up and we haven't spoken since. My brother advised me that I have every right to express how I feel, but he suggested that maybe this discussion shouldn't have happened in front of the kids. Later, my ex texted me saying that if I weren't so difficult, he'd spend more time with them. I told him his duty as a father doesn't depend on whether I'm easy or not, and he knows I've never prevented him from seeing the kids. The truth is, when he has to choose, he prefers outings with his stepchildren over his own children. And that's something only he can change. Is this person the a-hole? I know that was a really long one. I apologize, but...
Damn!
Yeah.
That's a tricky situation, huh? Or you...
I feel like the mom is not the a-hole. Because what she said is true. Like, she really has no... Like, it's not up to her if the dad wants to see the kids, right?
Yeah.
He is choosing to go with the youngest son, ex-best friend.
Yeah.
Like... He's choosing his other family over his own family. And in regards to the computer, I agree with, like, whatever she does with her kids, they're really not the other family's concern. Like the dad and the girlfriend or wife, whatever.
Yeah. It should be only on her. She knows how to deal with that situation. She's like, that's her kid.
Yeah. And whoever they wanted to give the old computer to, that's up to the mom. Because she's the one that bought him a new one.
In the tablet, what was the kid?
Yeah, so I mean that that must be really hard to hear or to see from a dad.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what do you really expect if you haven't really been in your kid's life?
Yeah, for that long.
Yeah, and the kid, he's 8 years old, so he already has like that feeling of, you know.
Yeah.
First of all, betrayal because he knows that he's with his friend, like his friend group's mom.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And secondly, he's never around, or he chooses to be with the stepkids instead of with him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it kind of makes sense that he would feel like he doesn't have a dad.
I'm just speechless, to be honest, with this whole story. I'm just like, wait, what? I was getting so into it, and then somewhere around there, to be honest, you lost me because it was just like...
A lot.
What is,
Yeah.
You know? So that's why I'm like lost for words, to be honest, guys. But yeah, what do you think? Like, it's like
I think the mom is not the a-hole.
Yeah.
I think the dad is partially the a-hole. First of all, he cheated on the mom.
Yes, that's number one.
Second of all, he chose to be with his other family.
Yeah, other family. And then the other one is just that the emotion that you leave your child when you're so like, you know, like...
Yeah. And I mean, I think the mom is really nice to have let him even like have joint custody. Mm-hmm. Because I mean,
would you? Depends on the situation.
It depends on the situation. Like if something like this, I don't think so.
No.
Maybe like some visitation, but like
not for me. No. Like choose my. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you chose to be with some other lady.
Yeah.
So you can just be with that other lady and her family. Leave me and my family alone.
Okay. You heard that from Angie right there, guys. Well, guys, with that being said, we love you all for the support. We all love you. If you guys are here until the end, if you guys are listening to our audio, guys, we want to thank you so much. And the word is music in you. And you guys will get a surprise from us.
Ooh.
So, with that being said, I'm John.
And I'm Angie.
And this is Discussions with Yiangie. Until then,
see ya, guys.